From your gradebook homepage, choose the My Gradebook link on the left side of the page. This is an example of an elementary school teacher's gradebook. I will first go into the first class of the day that requires grades, which is a reading class. From the main screen of this reading class's gradebook, I will use the menu bar at the top of the screen and choose Categories. What the category maintenance screen shows me is that right now this gradebook is set up to average grades based on total points, and I can see that right underneath Score Method. To change that, I choose the Change Score Method button, click that, and now you have two options for scoring. You can use total points to calculate grades, or base grades on percents assigned to categories. If I would like to switch, I choose the radio button next to base grades on percents. Then I need to save. Now you will see that underneath the categories used in the gradebook, there is now a percent column. I need to add and edit these categories. So I choose the Add or Edit Categories button on the right side of the page. When I click that, I get to a category group maintenance screen. From here, I can choose from the district supplied category list what type of categories I would like to include in this reading class's gradebook. For example, I will not be using a lab in this reading class. I'm not going to give a project grade. I won't be giving extra credit in this manner, and I will not be giving any exams. I have included categories such as book reports, daily assignments, homework, participation, quiz, and test. What I need to do next is assign percents. These are percents allocated for these categories. For example, I want my book report for this term to count 10% of the student's total grade in this reading class. Daily assignments account for 15%. Homework will account for 10%. If you notice at the top of this screen, there's a calculator that calculates how much percent you have allocated for these categories. You want this number to equal 100%. My participation grade will count 20%. My quiz category will count for 20%, and tests will account for 25%. My total equals 100%, so I have what I needed to achieve to proceed. I will then save, and now you will see this screen has changed to reflect the modifications I have made. These are the categories that I will be using in this reading class's gradebook and the percents allocated for each category. If I am done and pleased with this setup, I can choose to go back to the main screen. If I would like to change anything here, I can always click on the Add Edit Categories button and change modified percents or which categories that I'm going to use. Any changes I make, I will need to save. Now, should I decide that I would not like to use categories and I want to base this gradebook on total points, I will change the score method. But this must be done before any assignment is scored. And to change, I will click the radio button next to Use Total Points to calculate grades. Then save. And now if I'm a secondary teacher and I want to use these specific categories, weighting, or the grades based on total points set up for my other grade books and my other sections, I can simply press this button which says use these categories for my other classes, and my setup is done for those other grade books. They will mimic this setup that I've just completed here. And that is what you will need to do before you create and score an assignment. You must set up your categories.